Oi, what's going on, guys? So we're doing something a little bit different today, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I've been going on a few rants lately about Milwaukee. A lot of it is about their pricing, especially here in Australia. It's probably not such a large issue for you other guys overseas, especially in Canada and America. A lot of the prices there are really good. But over here, I sort of say we get gouged, whether there's proper reasons for it. We are paying a lot more for a lot of the gear, and a lot of us are starting to call it Milwaukee tax. And with the release of the Milwaukee lasers in Australia just recently, you can now pick them up, and I will be picking them up to do a comparison. I wanted to have a look on paper to see if it's actually worth it. Obviously, it's going to be different when you've got the device. There might be some pros and cons with that, but at the moment, I wanted to show you guys a few of the differences comparing to a couple of the other larger brands and also some of the cheaper brands. So we'll delve straight into it.
All right, here we go, guys. So hopefully this works. Let me know if you guys have any ideas or this is literally just a flop. We'll see how it goes, and we might do another one after this. So what we're going to look at first is, as you can see, I've got a spreadsheet with everything on it, and we're going to start looking at the 360 lasers. This is the 3-plane 360 lasers, and if this goes ahead well, we will be looking at the 2-plane lasers. So we'll be looking at the Milwaukee. We'll be looking at the Dewalts. Oh, I just lost one of the Dewalts. Dewalt 12-volt laser. That one there. So we'll be looking at two of them. This is the new 18-volt, which is actually compatible with the 12-volt. So we'll be comparing that one with the older one, which is still fantastic, highly used everywhere, the 12-volt, which is a fairly good price, but we'll go over that in a sec. We'll be comparing it to the Bosch, which has a few extra additions, which most people don't know about. So we'll be looking at that as well. And obviously we're going to be looking at the Hiltis, sort of the top of the range, at least in my opinion. They've been around for quite a while. We're going to be comparing it to something a bit cheaper from Trade Tools, the prexiso. I'm just going to call this the Prex. So if we delve straight into this, guys, we're going to be looking at first cost. So Milwaukee's fairly high when it comes to the rest. It's the second highest after the Hilti, and these are sort of the best prices I could find around, guys. So there are a few different prices, so yeah, bear with me. So $7.89, which is fairly high for a brand that's just come into the game. They're going up against Hilti, which have been around for a long time. $8.19, everyone knows they're pretty good quality. Bosch is sort of like the mid-range and comes in at a pretty good price, $6.29. So the 18-volt Dewalt, $7.49. And obviously, all this will depend on what you're getting as well. You'll find some of these come with extra gear for the price. So for the 12-volt Dewalt is $6.89, and the Prex, once again, is $4.99. So that's definitely the cheapest, but whether the cheapest is best for you, obviously, guys, this is all subjective and comes down to what you're actually doing at work or home. Sometimes you don't need to spend that money, so you can go the less price. So what these include, the Milwaukee comes with the laser. I can find a photo, the target, and the wall bracket. It doesn't come with any batteries, so that's definitely a problem for myself for that price. No batteries, no charger. It is just the skin itself almost. And it's the same for the Hilti. You can get the extras, but you will be paying, as you can see, for the next one up, which is the charger and the bracket. You're looking at almost $1,100. So that's pretty pricey, but it depends what you're after. Once again, we'll get rid of this. So it does just come with the skin, and it comes with a case, obviously. So we'll look at the prexiso. You're looking at the laser, the wall bracket, the glasses, the charger, the target, and the carry case. Over to the Dewalt, this is what you get with it. You get the battery, you get the AA batteries, you've got the target, the wall bracket, a little carry case, which is handy. Most people just carry around in those, and the hard cover case. So next up, we look at the Dewalt. The 12-volt is one of the best on there. You come with the laser, it comes with the wall bracket, it comes with a 12-volt battery. This is the 12-volt. 12-volt battery and the charger. Comes with the target glasses and obviously the carry case. The other Dewalt only comes with the laser, and I did find it on another page where it actually comes with the target and the bracket, just like the Milwaukee. And so that's it for what it includes. So obviously this one is the best, the 12-volt. For the price, $6.89. I really do think that's a great deal, guys. Like I almost couldn't go past it. $6.89, really good for what you're getting. So if we go down to what really matters is the visibility. And this can be a game changer. If you're not looking at going too far, then obviously this won't matter too much. You could always go the Prex, which is 25 meters, not too bad. That's sort of like your smaller work areas. But with the detector, I've done two different lines, one without detector. So 25 for the Prex. And for the detector, it is 60. And we look at the Milwaukee, 38 meters without detector, 50 meters with detector. So it's almost not too much different. You're only looking at 22 meters. And when you look at these other lasers, the Hilti is 40 meters, almost the same without, but 100 meters with the receiver. So that's a massive difference. You're actually doubling your distance for laser. But what's very interesting is the Bosch, 30 meters. So it's a little bit less than the Milwaukee and definitely less than the Hilti. But with the detector, 120 meters. And just to show you that I'm not making this up, whether that's not true, it's down there, 120. It does clarify it's with the LR7, so that is their receiver, which is fine, I guess. And if you're looking above 100 meters, this is the one to go. And for that price, $6.29, it's cheap as chips. So we go to the Dewalts. For the 18 volt, you've got 50 meters with the detector and 35 without. And you've actually got 10 more meters with the detector with the 12 volt, which is very interesting, and 30 meters without. So I'm not sure why there's that difference. I would have thought it'd be the other way around, but if you guys know, definitely let me know in the comments. What have we got next? We've got the drop rating. So some of these have a drop rating. I couldn't find anything for the Bosch and couldn't find anything for the Hilti. I did figure that I would presume it's got a 1 meter. Let me know if I'm wrong, guys, but I would presume it does. They just don't have enough info on their site. But 1 meter for the Milwaukee, you got 1 meter for the 18 volt, but you've got, we'll go to the Prex, which has none. You get what you pay for, sort of thing. But the Dewalt 12 volts, 2 meters, which is, I would want a 2 meter one, you would think. If you're holding it and you drop it, you've got your apprentice and you drop it, he drops it, she drops it, they drop it. It's going to be around the 1.5 meter mark. So just to show you down here, 2 meter drop test. So very interesting. All right, so next up, we're looking at the IP ratings. And if you don't know what an IP rating, it is basically what it can withstand when it comes to dust and moisture, water, that sort of stuff. I've got them down here. I thought I'd quickly show you. So the majority of them are one IP54. As you can see, IP54, the only one that doesn't have it is the Prex. Obviously for that price, you're not getting the protection, but the only difference is the Dewalt 12 volt, which is fascinating. I did not realize this earlier. It's 65. So the 54, if we look here, is protected from limited dust ingress and protected from water spray from any direction. So it's for your average site. Most guys aren't going to get it too dusty or too wet, but the 65, I'll just show you on site just to confirm. Where are we, guys? Down here. 65 for the 12 volt. Looking at 65, whether that's true or not, it's pretty good. And that 65 gets you protected from total dust ingress and protected from low pressure water jets from any direction. So that's extremely good. If you're looking at any really dirty or wet sites, that's the way to go, the Dewalt 12 volt. So accuracy, these don't change too much, but it is interesting. I converted them all to 10 meters Actually, I might save this. Saved them all, converted them to 10 meters. Some of them were like meter per meter, you can see there, 0.2. So you want a lower number per 10 meters for accuracy. And it's interesting that Milwaukee is the least accurate. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's 0.18 mil more inaccurate than all the rest. So for the hilti, you're looking 3 mil plus or negative. And it's interesting that the Bosch is actually more accurate, 0.2, which is quite a lot when you think about it, guys. You're looking at hilti, Dewalt, Milwaukee. They're all higher than the Bosch, which is a lot cheaper. So for the Dewalts, both of them are 3, and the Prex is even 3. So very interesting there. So weight-wise, I couldn't find anything for the hilti, but the Milwaukee is 1.09 kilos. The Bosch came in the lowest, 0.9 kilos, so under a kilo. And all I could find for the Dewalts are these numbers above 4 kilo. The Prex is 2.8, which is sort of average for all these, but 4.58 kilos, guys. Am I looking at something wrong? Or is that weight, 4.3 kilos, all of this? I would think 4.8 kilos for all that. Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be, but surely the laser alone, it says it down here, it sort of says it a bit strange. It might be these websites, who knows, guys? I might have to go elsewhere. It says dimensions, then the kilo. So 4.58 kilos, surely that's for that in the box. Am I wrong? Let me know. So next up, I'm not really rating them by this. I thought I'd tell you though, the M12 battery for the Milwaukee. So if I'm getting the Milwaukee, I want it to be on the M12 batteries. I don't want to have to buy any other batteries. The other ones are the Milwaukee laser levels. They are just a USB charger rather than one of these batteries. So I don't want a different charger. I don't want a different battery. I want to stay on the same sort of setup. So that's the other battery there. But we'll be looking at those next time if you guys want. We'll see if this video actually turns out all right. But the hilti comes with the 12. It doesn't come with it, but it takes the 12-volt battery. So that's good if you've already got the batteries. The Bosch is AA batteries, and you can get the 12-volt lithium-ion battery, which is optional. When it comes to the Dewalt, the 18-volt, so this one here is compatible with the 12 and 18-volt batteries. So whichever one you're on, fantastic. You can swap over. You can stay on that platform. If we look here for the 12-volt, that was just 12-volt batteries from Dewalt, that one there. And the Prex is just on AA batteries, and you can charge them up with that. So the last but not least, guys, are extras. So the two main ones that I really do want out of a laser are the fine adjustment. And if you don't know what the fine adjustment is, you're looking down here, if you can see my cursor, that bit there allows you to make micro changes. So you can just turn it slightly without bumping it too much. If you have used lasers enough out in the field, you know that is a pain, especially when you've got an apprentice on the end who might be, let's say, a bit rough. It can get quite annoying. So that's definitely a must for me. And that could be the sort of deciding choice. I'll definitely see when I get some lasers. The other one that does have it is the new version of the Dewalt, the 18-volt/12-volt. You can see it here, micro changes. So none of the others come with that, but the other extra, the only other one I could find that had an extra is this one here. If you don't know, guys, this is Bluetooth compatible. So you buy this one for $159. It sits on top, and that is fully remote control with your phone. Bluetooth, $159. So that brings the Bosch up to about the same price as sort of almost the hilti, but it's Bluetooth. So that's fantastic. I haven't used it, but I would love to use it in the future. We'll see if we can get our hands on it. But that's about it, guys. So yeah, it's up to you what your decision is. I don't know if the Milwaukee is worth it. I do like the micro changes with the micro knob, but really the 12-volt I like the price of the 12 volt from the Dewalt. Not this one, this one. So the 12 volt comes with everything. So if you're looking at a new system, I reckon that's probably the way to go, because you get everything with it. You're not spending over sort of $800 with a battery and a charger, all that sort of stuff. But if you're already on the platform, this one is very nice. It does come with a few of the extras. It does come with the micro changes, which is fantastic. Still don't know about the weight. I'm definitely going to have to check that. Let me know if you've got one of these guys. It surely doesn't weigh 4.5 kilos. Surely it's 1.5. So yeah, one thing I didn't go through and missed was the warranty, which is a massive one for a lot of guys, and myself, obviously. 3-year warranty covered by Milwaukee, with the Milwaukee, obviously. It was really hard to find clear details on the hilti. I think it was 2 years. It said 2 to 20 years. And I think that sort of depends on what happens. So we can put a 2 in there, but just be concerned and maybe look into that a little bit more. With all the other ones, nothing for the Prex. I couldn't find anything. For the Dewalts, I could only find a year. I don't know if that was true or not. It was, once again, hard to sort of clarify, but it looked like it was a year. What was clear was the Bosch. So once again, guys, it's looking pretty good for the Bosch. As you can see, 6-year warranty. It says it up here, 6-year warranty. Whether that covers everything that you want, it might be a 2-year warranty. You've always got to look into your warranty, guys. Could be warranty 2 years on just wear and tear, and could be 6 years on the actual lasers. Who knows? But 6 years, fan-bloody-tastic.
So, what do you think, guys? Is this something you could watch in the future? Would you want to watch another one for any other tools? Obviously, I want to do the other lasers, the other 3-plane lasers, because not everyone's going to be going for those higher end 360 lasers. And also, let me know what laser you would look at out of those ones. Is there something that really stood out to you? For myself, it was the Bosch. For the $629, it's a pretty good price. You can throw the Bluetooth compatibility with it. For a little bit extra, it does come with batteries. It comes with a 6-year warranty, 2-meter drop. It is more accurate, which is fascinating to me. But I am going to be buying a couple of lasers, and I'm hunting more. So if you guys are around the Brizzy area, definitely hit me up. I've got a few guys that are lending me their lasers for the full comparison in person, which is fantastic. And I want to thank all those guys. But let me know what you guys think of this sort of whole setup, and what other lasers maybe you want to see in the future. I would love to know your views on that. But that's it, guys. So until next time, stay addicted to tools.